better. That's better. That's better. That's better. Where am I going to start? I would like to start with Gilded. Someone says, wave the white flag. Okay. Justice is coming like
Well, it's a lot of money, to be fair.
How much would you be willing to pay to stream?
No, I'm not going to pay for YouTube Premium with the adverts. £50
a month or something.
About £1,000 per month, I suppose. A month? Oh my god, she's got the money. What would you say? Some of you are making more effort to rest, which is good. Don't overexert yourself. It's always good to be busy, but at the same time, rest and recuperation is the priority. Notice these attackers are on silent. Yeah, birds. Yeah, there's some type of fast movement, swift. Something's coming in quick. Actually, hot and heavy. So I don't know if anybody was waiting for some type of information or confirmation or whatever the case may be. What's going on? What's going on in collective and karmic energy? So just supposed to be some information about a Queen of Cups. So we've got the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups. We all understand we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, we're dealing with powers and principalities. So for me, that just says, for some of you, you've been battling, to say the least. Unjustified. It's over. Whoever these individuals are, or whatever they thought they could do, didn't work out like that. So that just tells me you've been wrongfully judged, persecuted, attacked by a community of people, as well as people in positions of authority. It seemed like some people had been turning a blind eye to certain things. They've blatantly seen it. Or they was in denial. Maybe they was listening to the wrong people. But you stood in your strength. In whatever form it comes, male or female. It's happened to both. So it's not just like one gender, it's both. But I quite, yeah, see, Ace of Swords on the bottom. Maybe these people have come to the realization that they backed the wrong horse. Clearly it was for money. That's how the devil works. Yeah, they're heartbroken. Or whatever heartbreak he was put through, or he had to endure, it's now been returned tenfold. So, it seems like these people are quarreling, fighting. Now somebody wants to got the Knight of Cups here with the Three of Swords. So it seems like somebody wants to make some type of offer or to speak some type of truth. Pour out something, some type of information possibly. But I'm not really sensing that it's genuine. It kind of feels like now the shit's hit the fan. It's like every man for themselves. They possibly got involved into something and never did any research. So they allow greed and gluttony. They allow greed and gluttony to make them make a poor decision that they can't take back, basically. For some of you, they're hoping or they're wishing that you don't know, that maybe you might want to hear what they have to say. But it's a night, so that just tells me I don't really get genuine out of it at all. I kind of get it, I kind of sense it as they want to save their own ass, basically. It's like the same way how things was done behind your back. This is who these people are. Sneaky, deceitful, pathological liars, malicious, thieves, fraudsters, scammers. They want to like save their own skin. So I'm sensing the same way how they would go behind another individual's back and lie and slander another individual to make themselves look like the good guy or to cover up their dirty deeds. It's the same MO where they want to be the first one to come in and speak their falsities, because let's be for us, not truths. Do you understand? It's like they want to tell you enough BS for you to. But this is what they're thinking. But it's up to you, collective. They want to tell you enough truth in order for you to believe the lie, for you to let your guard down and assist them in some way, shape, or form. And I'm being honest, it screams setup. It screams setup. You may not be fully aware of how deep it goes, but rest assured, you're not the only victim. That's what I will say. You're not the only victim. Some of them are not even here to be able to even tell their tale. But yeah. But they're heartbroken, or they want to do in some type of heartbreak. which you've healed. They know this because if you remember yesterday I said that divination abuse was coming out, so that just tells me that they're getting readings done. So wherever they're getting it done from, they're lying to that individual to get information, thinking that that would be something that they can use as a tool to equip themselves on how to come in or how to approach or what to say. It's just so played out. It's like same shit, different day. Yeah. But I can guarantee you they would have been given facts from wherever they got this reading from. They probably didn't want to accept it. Because these are people that are very extremely narcissistic. Extremely narcissistic. This is narcissism on a massive scale. Definitely a massive scale. I believe you know this, collective, because you have front row seats to this type of energy. For some of you, you grew up in this type of energy. You literally had to detach from this type of energy, so you know energy. This is why obviously they tried to attack the way they did, all forming the same false narrative. There's like a couple of these individuals that do this sort of thing for a living. Yeah. Or to steal other people's wishes. See, this was on the bottom just a minute ago. I told you this was on the this was on the bottom just a minute ago. I haven't shuffled that many cards. You see me show this on the bottom. Ace of Swords. This is like not just a sword of truth, but this also signifies like the spiritual realm, the Most High stepping in. And of course, he has the last say. Yeah. So you always knew there was going to be some type of eventual positive outcome. It can come in any shape or form. Sometimes it doesn't always appear in the way you may perceive, but it's still here, so it's still a blessing. You just got to see it from maybe another perspective or a different angle, if that makes any sense. And then we got the Two of Swords, so I don't sense that you're stuck in your head. I feel it's more like these people may have wanted a lot of people stuck in their head or confused. So I sense a lot of illusion magic, a lot of glamorization, a lot of deflecting and projecting to make something appear to be something that is not. This is why you've got to look at things from all angles, especially when you're getting or entertaining information from others, if that makes any sense. This is how you end up being caught up into possibly dangerous situations that could impact you in some way, shape, or form purely because you didn't stop and think, or you didn't ask the right questions, or you didn't do your own research. I can attest to that, definitely, but there you go, that's a whole other story. So yeah, you have a lot of people trying to backpedal. And it's up to you if you choose to reconnect with any of these individuals. but don't rush to make any decisions because they just want to confuse you. You got to remember these people are experts at deceiving others, and this is where word witchery comes into it. If you do know words of spells, right? And then the way they will skate around things to have you in some type of illusion to make you believe, even though you know full well they're a barefaced liar. It's like they try to change your mindset. So clearly this is what they do. Because it's like it comes like second nature. And the fact remains that they get enjoyment out of this. As twisted as it is, they get enjoyment out of doing shit like this. And now the tower has fallen. So they never wanted anybody to have any type of positive outcome. Which is why so many individuals got involved. It's literally disgusting, in all honesty, but it is what it is. So yeah, just be mindful of people wanting to come out the woodwork, so to speak. All of a sudden, they're paying you more interest than they ever paid you in, probably in the whole time that you've known them. That should tell you something. They've always hidden some type of disliking. And I know a lot of you can resonate with this. You've probably been around individuals like this, maybe even your own family members for some of you. But it is what it is. It doesn't change the fact that, again, a leopard never changes its spots. And even do people like this. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Especially when they say things like, I want to prove myself. I want to prove you can trust me. I'll do whatever it takes. That's bullshit. If that was really the case, collective, their actions would have spoke for them in the first place. See, if they've done nothing to show that up until this point, anything coming out of their mouth, you know, is utter garbage, because that's what they are. Dumpster juice, utter garbage. And that shit is the truth, whether you like it or not. The truth hurts sometimes. It is what it is. For some of you, their only concern is not what you know, it's how much you know. And it's so funny because yesterday I said I could smell burning. Which tells me there's been a lot of forgery, falsified documents, stolen documents even. So they're hoping to burn whatever evidence. But it doesn't matter what they burn, because everything still leads back to them anyway. Now they're stuck in their head. Because whatever they thought was going to happen didn't happen. And the reason why they're so sure of themselves, like I said, they've done this so many times before. Especially the ones that act as though I would never do such a thing. This is why I say always read between the lines. We got the so this involves a King of Pentacles. So for some, these are people that have businesses. These are people that have money, that are just evil, bitter, and jealous. And they want to continue their treacherous reign of terror. So they don't want their shit, they don't want their secrets out, but it's already out. So these are the people that paid others to do these treacherous things. And possibly even bribe others like, oh, well, if you do this job or take this contract, you can have all of this, all these worldly goods. Excuse me. That don't mean shit when you're soulless. And at the end of the day, you can't take that shit to hell with you, can you? So for me, choose wisely is what I will say. Choose wisely. But still, it's good news. What's good news for you is bad news for these individuals or this organization. So it seems like whatever plots they was doing, they've had to abandon it. They didn't want to, I don't think. I think they was forced to, because for some of you, there's been on a conglomerate of criminal activities that they've been invested in, heavily invested in. It's very dark shit that these people have been doing, but yet they will walk out like they're holier than thou, and mimicking other people's personality. So they're abandoning something. They think if they abandon it now, there would be no repercussions. Wrong. Wrong. So whoever these King of Pentacles are, you're about to take some grave losses, possibly even jail time. Your reputation is tarnished. There's no coming back from. For some of these individuals, there's no coming back from it. I sense that some of these people even paid for some type of suicide magic. That's going back. So if you're around anybody that's speaking very low or saying, yeah, they want to take their own life and so forth and so forth, that's them. They can no longer hide. But some of you, some of the individuals are hiding. I think the shame is eating them alive. And they're being haunted by the ancestors. And I saw as well, they're seeing everybody that they've harmed. Not just everybody that they've harmed, people that lost their lives at the hands of these individuals. They're being haunted. Relentlessly. Now that's some justice for you, innit? But either way, we got this good news coming. Yeah, someone was out here doing magic. And it's backfired. They was doing magic for Nine of Pentacles. So they was doing magic to gain or steal other people's stability, pentacles, money, whatever it is that they wanted. They were doing magic. Forbidden magic at that. So whoever they paid, whoever they went to, whether they did it themselves or not, it is what it is. It's all coming back. And whatever they did obtain, they frittered it away. For some of you, they've stolen from you. And that includes family members as well. Knight of Wands on the bottom. Changes here. As I said that, what card comes out? Yeah, someone's being exposed as a fake individual, as a false individual. I'm sensing a lot of impersonation and doppelganger. See it there? Justice is here. So this makes me think to myself, you may have felt burdened or been burdened with things you probably didn't understand at the time. Maybe it was out of your control and you couldn't really understand why. It was the people you was around, unbeknownst to you. This is why I'm going to say again, be very mindful, especially people asking for, oh, can you do me a small favor, or asking for help. Especially if they're going through some type of misfortune. And it's funny because I watched some guy say, talk about exactly this, so I had to leave a comment and explain to him, because I had to learn the hard way myself. So it's true. Sometimes people are going through misfortune because that's their karmic judgment for shit they've done that people are clearly not aware of. So by you helping that individual, you're basically in agreement with sharing that person's karma. People are out there, be careful, because people are out there doing that deliberately to trick people out of their own blessings, basically. Do you understand? So if they know you're a good person, they will target you deliberately because they know you ain't got no bad karma. You ain't got no bad karma racked up. And you will come up with the most elaborate lie to fool you, to set you up, to take on their karma. And that's why you'll be burdened. But these people tried it and it didn't work. They're kind of burdened on all the things they did. And they've been doing this for a long time, man. And this is how they've been evading it. By projecting onto other people, innocent people. And now it's time to pay. Pay the piper? Now it's time to pay the piper. Yeah, so their world's been turned upside down. For some of you, they were trying to get justice on innocent people for crimes they did. Do you understand? They were trying to get or push judgment onto innocent people to shield themselves from the crimes that they committed. This is how they've been able to evade karma for so long. Because once they rack it up to a certain extent, they have to offload it to start again, if that makes any sense, or to start with a clean slate. And this is how they've been doing it. For some of you, if they have children, or if you have children with any of these people, they never had the child with you out of love. They only had kids with you as another energy source, another energy supply for their own self-gratification. That's very, very clear. From what I can see, that's very clear. But justice is here. And regardless if they choose to admit it or not, they have to take the consequence for the action they took. big or small, it makes no difference. Makes no difference. So I know some of you in there are now already watching with your weird ass selves. So United Ones, you've been trying to stop these karmic, or you've been trying to run from these karmic changes to avoid accountability. Do you like this here? Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. You better step back inside. I don't know why that they gave me this song. Yeah, because these people thought they could run forever, and they thought they could continue doing this for lifetimes to come, so to speak. So the ones that are out there walking in their destiny, we're exposing shit like this. Because I can guarantee you, I'm not the only one exposing this. I'm not the only one exposing this. And also the jealous family members, friends, even strangers that also engaged in these attacks out of sheer jealousy. The impersonators, the doppelgangers, the identity thieves. The wrath of the Creator is on your necks. Definitely, the wrath of the Creator is on your necks. What else? We're also maintaining collective viewers. Not these NPCs. I know there's a lot of you out there, NPCs. Ooh. That's funny. So it sounds like there's someone's about to be thrown out of a home. It's in the reverse. So that tells me someone may have obtained a home or bought a home with criminal proceeds. And it's so funny because if you can see the table, the lover's card landed clear on the 10 ones in the reverse and the world card in the reverse. So this could possibly be somebody's ex. I'll show you. Yeah, so this could be an ex. Whether it was an ex-husband, an ex-fiance, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-lover, it's an ex. That their world is now in reverse. So now they're being burdened with whatever they was burdening others with, basically. And you're about to reap the rewards of your success for your own hard work because you shared your gifts with the world, basically. Karmic couples. So maybe this is a cheater, someone who pretends that they're monogamous. Do you know what, I'll be honest, I don't even think some of these people even really like the opposite sex. Just from the level of abuse that I sense. It's literally like a really heavy, deep-rooted hatred that they mask very well. I mean, it must be, because they can turn in the click of a finger. There's no compromise, there's no talking anything through. They just turn, click of a finger. So clearly, it just displays that this is something that they've been holding on to. So for some of you, if people show you your true colors the first time, trust and believe that's who they are. Trust and believe that's who they are. But whatever they was doing has come to an end, an abrupt end. I don't think they expected it or seen it coming. A lot of people like this. And it could also be family members, because lovers can also represent like family members, siblings, parents, whether that be step parents or biological parents. Just someone individual that should have given you unconditional love. I never did. It could be one or the other. For some of you, it could be all of them. Yeah. So to me, that just says people that all came together for one main agenda: to steal, kill, and destroy. It's like walking destruction. For some of you, they may have, like I said, didn't it? They tried to destroy or sabotage everything in your life. For some of you, they even tried to destroy your mind. How you view yourself, how you view the world, how you view others. Without realizing what backs you spiritually. That's why. Knight of Pentacles. It is what it is. So, ooh. Oh. For some of you was wishing for some type of judgment is here. Whatever was you wishing for, judgment is here. And this is the spirit realm calling judgment also, so they blew the horn too. Put this way, whatever's backing you, yeah, has literally just taken over. So just remember, dreams do come true. They were trying to stop that for whoever you are. This is what they do. It's like they're dream killers. Or they make you doubt you can accomplish anything. Or they make you believe that you're always going to be beneath them, type of thing. But they obtain things that they get not through doing any work. These are people that don't want to do an ounce of work but want all the benefits. So you can kind of call these individuals opportunists. Opportunists. They will attach to anything or anyone that looks good for their image. These are the most fakest, soulless, heartless skin suits. Because let's be clear, they're not beings. But that's what they chose to do with their free will. That's on them. But yeah, they can't stop your dreams. They tried. They tried to make you believe that anything you desire is out of your reach, or you would never accomplish it. And if you are ever feeling like that, don't ever think like that. And anybody around you that's trying to put those thoughts or those energies or plant those seeds in your mind, cut them off. Don't second guess it. Don't go back and forth. Don't hesitate for a split second. Straight cut them off. Period. Because even if they do feel that way, 9 times out of 10, that's insecurity. Even if they do feel that way, why would you project that onto another individual? Just because they have dreams and aspirations and you don't. This is what I mean by misery loves company. These are a lot of a bunch of codependent OAP children. They're not all, don't get me wrong, they're of all ages, but the main perpetrators are of a certain age. So clearly maturity doesn't come with age. So the 3 of Wands, that's just confirming that you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction. Doesn't matter how it looks. Like I said, things and things like that. So that just tells me they've been casting a lot of illusions, possibly engaging in all kinds of different forbidden magic, dark magic, rituals, voodoo, hoodoo, doo-doo, the works. They wanted you second guessing yourself. For some of you, they even actually like humiliated you. But they failed in it because let me tell you something. All the seeds that you've planted, even the ones that these people try to sabotage, are being brought back to you. Only you know what it is. You don't have to verbalize it because that's nobody's business but your own. And if you know that you never shared anything with anybody verbally, I'm just confirming that they obtain this information by hacking, cloning, stalking, spying, listening, illegally recording you, all sorts. Yeah. And now they have to, now their ass is fighting. They got answer to this shit. Oh my gosh. The page is out there again. That's happy news. Page of Cups. So that's just confirmed. Ooh. So someone's about to receive some happy news regarding the Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be monetary, but it could be a mixture of a few things. It could be something you created already that was sabotaged or stolen. It could be something that was left for you that's been hidden or kept back from you. That's also been stolen. It's all coming back to you anyway. Or it could even be the fact of they try to defame your character, smear your name. They try to muddy your name to cover their secrets. And I'll say this again, 9 times out of 10, when they do them type of slanders, everything that they're trying to say about the person they're targeting, they're literally describing their own characteristics. That's their behavior. This is why they sound so convincing, because they're literally describing who they truly are. They're just attaching the target's name to it. I guarantee it. Yeah. But this is what they wanted. They were trying to steal some type of Ace of Pentacles. For some of you are the Ace of Pentacles. That's what you incorporate within your energy. And they don't like that. It's like when people shine too bright, all the bitterness comes out. See it there? So this is, I told you, doppelganger. This gives me doppelganger. This tells me someone that backed the wrong side. Because temperance angel, that's like basically an earth angel, man or woman. Someone with a pure heart and a pure soul. That's who these people target. Because the light we emanate in irritates their demons. If you've ever been around people that, whether you know them or not, and for no reason, they just turn nasty, it's nothing you've done. It's what's deep-rooted in these individuals that they refuse to heal for whatever reason, and that's not our problem. Do you know what I mean? It's like they like to project their insecurities or how they feel onto others. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Because you have everything that they don't have. But that's a choice, man. You got to remember, that's a choice, innit? For some of you, it's been stressful, it's been hard, it's been tiring. And this is why they don't want to do the work. So they rather, what they do is they sit back and they watch other people. And I don't think people understand the levels at which these people stalk you. You may as well say they may as well be living in your property with you. That's how much they stalk you. But what I think is disgusting and disgraceful is the fact that there are people in positions of authority that know these people are doing this and turn a blind eye. This is why when you make certain reports, number one, they take long to respond. That's a deliberate thing. That's deliberate. Number two, they give you some cock and bull story as to why there's going to be no action taken. For some of you, this has been your experience. They have to answer to this now. Because there's other people around that know crimes have been committed against you deliberately, because for some of you, these people, unbeknownst to you, have gone around and been bragging and boasting of the crimes they committed against you to further mock you and laugh at you, laugh at your pain. Do you understand? That is the lowest form of scum I've ever had the displeasure of having to observe, let alone experience. But yeah, that's been a lot of you guys, some of you guys experience this, whether you've been sharing your story online or not. But I know a lot more people are speaking up, and they never wanted that. They tried to humiliate you to the point of you would just disappear. Do you know what I mean? And wither into the crowd type thing, or even worse still, like I said with the suicide spells, have you so down and depressed that you take yourself out. And it was all projections. It was all shit that they was projecting towards you. Some of you, they actually did spell work. They actually did death magic to take you out. So if you got sick out of the blue for no reason, this is why. And it's mad because you wouldn't believe the type of individuals amongst you that are carrying secret hatred towards you for nothing. Now, I understand if you, not saying I would understand, it doesn't condone the fact, regardless, do you know what I mean? For instance, if you had a falling out or a disagreement, so forth and so forth. No. It's purely because you possess something that they don't. And that angers them. But some of you, some of these individuals have been, they've always had these feelings towards you. I'm not just talking years, I'm talking decades. And you know what happens when you harbor or hold on to like hatred or grudges that's not warranted? It turns into some type of disease within your vessel and starts to mess you up. Do you understand? So if you hear anybody coming up with some illnesses all of a sudden, now you know why. You can actually research it because there are certain illnesses that are born through deep rooted, deep seated hatred, unjustified, misdirected anger. As sad as it is, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. So this is a lot of that's funny, isn't it? So whilst we're resting and recovering and rejuvenating from these attacks, these people are in a state of despair. I'm talking sleepless nights, they're having like dark thoughts. The best way I can articulate it is they're just getting back everything they dished out. Yeah. Or because you not just love yourself, you have natural unconditional love. How your energy works is people are like drawn to you. It's like a natural ability that is in you, not on you. So what the people do is they see who you are, they see your light, they impersonate your characteristics, your body language, all that type of shit to deceive people. And the minute they've got whoever that person, individual is, or even position, do you understand? Then their true colors come out. It's disgusting that people are like this. That's why you got to be mindful. For some of you, this is what they do to even get into relationships with good people, just to dim their light and steal their light. Because you've got to remember, they're coming with some type of baggage. They want to offload all their baggage onto you and then tear you down. That is their ultimate goal. Like I said, kill, steal, and destroy. But then always present themselves like they're the victim when they've been nothing but a predatory perpetrator. For some of you, you was blatantly set up. Yeah. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of you. I get it. Do you understand? But there's no like, don't let that affect how you go forward. Because that's what they want as well. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be angry and bitter once everything that has been done is on the table. And I'm being blunt about it. It's very nasty. This is why mostly people now, they're going to hide. That's if they're not in jail. Because really, they should be in jail for the shit that they did. They should be in jail. For some of you, they've caused others to meet an untimely death because of the extent of what these people did. And then the little covens that they're affiliated with cover them. And we're talking false testimony, fake alibis, false reports. It's a lot. And for some of you, they're angry because even after what they did, you still chose to move forward with your life, pick up the pieces as best you can, heal, and you chose yourself. That's mad, isn't it? Because you chose yourself. That's all because you chose yourself, collective. Yeah, I told you this is twice this has come out now. Whatever it is coming in fast. Cause one's is air, like news, and it's coming in quick. And that could come in any shape or form. But don't allow that to make you harbor any resentment. It's not worth it. I mean, you're glowing, you're healed, you've transformed, can I say, I think you're in the best state of life than you probably ever have been, considering what you've had to endure, you know? And for some of you, that is what the gift is, isn't it? Unconditional love, support, genuine friendships, genuine collaborations. There are people out there that are not out to harm you, but they want you to believe otherwise so that you don't have any trust. And what you do when you do that, when you don't have any trust, you're kind of blocking things. If that makes any sense? So that in that sense, it will block your blessings, if that makes any sense. It's like they're trying to close off your heart chakra. But you wasn't created like that, so it's not going to work. But it's just rest and rejuvenation. This is just to give you more of a understanding of the depths of the depravity of these individuals. And for some of you, they that believe that they're hidden just because you may not have spoke on them, they really believe that you're not aware that they played any type of part. Did I have this one already? So some of you about to be in the spotlight. I think success was in your destiny anyway, so it doesn't matter how long it took. The fact of the matter that you continue to push forward. Even when you're unsure, keep going. Is what I will say, because you are a star. You've always been a star, which is Aquarius energy. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. I don't know if it. Do you know? I don't really know if the signs really matters. It doesn't take away from who the individual is. Period. I think using star signs is just a tool to deflect and confuse. Because if you know who some of these individuals are, so if you know who some of these individuals are, yeah, and then the cards will say a totally different star sign. It's like they want you to think that, oh, it's not that person then, but it is. This is why I don't really like when people try to use like zodiac sign, because that's just some bullshit. Do you know what I mean? That's just some straight bullshit. But wherever these people are now, they're fighting amongst themselves. Yeah, they're fighting scraps. And it's so funny because when I pulled these cards yesterday, I kept hearing sirens. Even up until about 8, 9 last night, I kept hearing sirens back to back to back to back to back. So that tells me shit's going down. It's like all the shit that was being hidden is falling out. Literally, it's like the moose is pouring it all out, saying, yeah, they can have it. So whilst you're on one side trying to hide everything, don't get it twisted. Your spirit team's on the other side, robbing that shit out, saying, yeah, throw that one at me, that one at me, that one at me. And they're doing it in a way where it's being seen. Don't get it twisted. It's being seen for what it is. Some of you have or you could be this energy. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you could be resonating in the King of Wands energy, or this is someone that's also observing you. So yeah, whilst we're just out here chilling and daydreaming, having a good time. Do you know what I mean? While these people are running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. Oh, we gotta cover up this shit. Oh, we gotta cover up that shit. But the fact of the matter is, collective, we remain balanced. For some of you, may have thought a bit out of sorts. I know that once you hit a certain plateau, so to speak, it's like you go through like another awakening or like another ascension, however which way you want to articulate it. And that in itself, I'm not gonna lie, I think it just depends because sometimes it can be very uncomfortable. Sometimes you can get like little symptoms like cold symptoms, flu symptoms, congestion, backache, aches and pains in your joints, and you're thinking to yourself like, what the hell's going on? Relax. I was always taught to just go with the flow of it and don't try and fight against it. Don't try and stress yourself. You're trying to work out why you're getting these feelings. It's an experience. But whatever it is that you are experiencing, when you take the time in solitude, you will be given the answers to whatever questions that you're asking yourself. It's not everything you have to share. And that's another thing as well. They bank on also getting information from others to assist them. Which is why you always got to change it up, move differently. Move in silence is what I would say. Continue to move in silence. I cannot stand these cards drop on the floor. Yeah, that was on the phone just a minute ago. So these individuals are being laid to rest indefinitely. So there's no getting up after. There's no getting up after this. The universe are going to have these people out for the count. So that means they're also going to lose their, not just lose their credibility, they're going to lose everything they gained for whatever they was doing. 7 of Cups on the bottom. Overwhelmed. In shock. Depressed. Some of these people are enraged with anger because there's like different things in all these different cups. Some of these people want to run away. That might be one of their plans, to try and run away, escape. You ain't escaping karma. You can't wish this shit away. No amount of magic can make this disappear. Time's up. But yeah. Let me get from this one actually. Let me add a bit more to this. Let me see. Why am I thinking of that Michael Jackson? I'm saying in the sun of my pusa. I'm saying in the sun of my pusa. Oh, this is on the bottom. That's when you're standing in your divinity. And don't get twisted. A man can incorporate the high priestess energy. It just means that both the masculine and feminine are in balance. But a lot of people are walking around unbalanced or at an imbalance. 8 o'clock might be significant. Or look at that, 8 o'clock and 8, or 8, I'm going to say. Yeah, so some of these people are bound to something. whatever they entered into or whatever they signed up for, so to speak. With some of you, with these individuals, especially when you initiate into certain groups, there's no leaving. One way in, no way out. So if someone's out there planning to fake their own death, that's not going to work. So again, this magic of tarot. What can I add to this? What else can I add to this? Again. Oh, okay. So it came out again. So a high priestess who clearly went through a death and rebirth, so you transformed. So that tells me you spiritually leveled up. So you're either being recognized or you're about to reap some type of reward through your own effort or some type of recognition. Like you're recognized for your natural talents, basically. Regardless if these weirdos in the back or these little devil workers try to downplay shit, it makes no difference. You are who you are. And it could be a King of Swords and a reverse. And a King of Swords and a reverse, so that gives me a Warlock and a Jezebel couples. Okay, there's multiple of you. There's multiple of them. See, the moonshot's come out again. So some of these secrets have been exposed. For some of you, it either could be a King of Pentacles or you're being seen as a King of Pentacles. So that means you're a hard worker, you're resourceful, creative, you're good with money, you're honorable, respectful, diplomatic, you lead with integrity and honor, and you stand on principles, unlike some people. Unlike the ones in reverse that are out there faking these qualities. Like I said, action speaks louder than words. But yet though you're being seen doing the opposite. For some of you, they're trying to paint some type of illusion or keep some type of illusion going. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You've been out here weaponizing all sorts. That's really why you're out here burning paperwork. Thinking that's gonna allow you to evade any type of judgment. It's not. It's not. Some of you are about to be given some sort of Ace of Cups, so that could be like a genuine love offer or a new kingdom spouse, male or female. Told you again. Good News has been out here 3 times now. I think it's 3 or 4 times this is coming out. So some of these, either going to give you a gift or you're about to have some type of monetary means returned to you. Do you understand? So, for instance, if you know that people have been hacking and stalking and cloning your accounts and then redirecting whatever you may have earned on certain accounts, that's going to be returned to you. If you've had creations or even business ideas or even businesses that was sabotaged, so that someone else can steal your business concept. And if they earned anything from it, they're going to lose it, or they have lost it. This is why they're going to name souls, because they're being exposed to all the underhanded, dirty shit they've been doing. Is that justice again? I told you, it's confirmation. You're not a chariot. So that tells me your determination is what led to this point. 69 could be relevant. You could be seeing 6969. So you're about to sail off into the sunset. Some of you may have been offered some type of dirty offer that might have been disguised as something else that you rejected. That was your saving grace. That was a setup. You're still moving on to calmer waters regardless. You are in calmer waters. You've got some type of lucky lucrative break coming or offer. I'm not sure what form that's coming in. But because people stalk certain channels, certain things are being kept out until the right moment. Because these people are sat hiding in the background, waiting to see what else, what it is that they need to attack next or try and sabotage next. And they thought spirit was stupid. Whatever it is justice for you. See, look at that balance again. So that also tells me if your world has been at some type of uneven keel, balance is settling in. Whether that being they was redirecting your opportunities, collaborations, whatever it was, in whatever shape or form, it's been returned to you tenfold. Because you are a Queen of Cups. You may not have always been a Queen of Cups, but you are a Queen of Cups. That's what matters. Yeah, because you had to defend yourself, but these people, before I'm getting spiritual, bro, these people wanted you, or were trying to push you to react in a way that benefited their false narrative, basically. But you already given the downloads. Do you understand? Your guys already steered you in the right direction. Spirit already spoke to you and told you what you needed to work on. And you did exactly that. So yeah, you can continue to just rest until you're whatever it is you want to do next. But whatever it is that you are going to do, you're going to be supported with it 100%. And your ancestors are saying they're making sure you're guaranteed success. Guaranteed success. Success is out here again. That's like 5-6 times now. So it's just like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. What else for this collectible comic energy? Yeah, that board is in the bottom. They're on the bottom again. They're staying at the bottom of the wheel. In fact, they should even be on the wheel. Yeah, they can't fight no more. So whatever they was doing to attack you, whatever means they was using, they can no longer do that. You outrank them, you overpowered them, you outsmarted them. Do you understand? Yeah. Do you know what? It's so funny, yeah. I don't know if it was in my dream or if I was meditating, but I was hearing that they awoken the dragon, meaning your spiritual dragon, like it was in your ancestors. Collective, look what's at the top of that picture. What do you see? A dragon. That's so funny. And I wasn't gonna say it, but I forgot to. But yeah, I was thinking that All they did was awaken the dragon energy, which is another unlock of spirituality in a sense. That could be like protectors, like your ancestors, your bloodline. And it's funny that they said dragon. I specifically heard dragon, and then look what's on the card. A dragon. Where is the dragon? At the top of the wheel. I don't know if you want to listen to a song say Phil on top of the road. I can't remember who sings it. Brandy? Sitting on top of the road? Sitting on top of the world, top of the world. I don't know if it is Brandy, but I know it's a female. But yeah, see that Ace of Swords. Again, truth. 2 of Cups. Love is in the air. Every second, every sound. Love is in the air. Dun, dun, dun. I wasn't meant to read that. I might get back to do. 2 of Cups again. You know what 2 of Cups signifying? Partnerships, unions, love, commitments, connections of the authentic kind. We're not talking these karmic past individuals, karmic family members. No. Only. Yeah, because you're awoken to your own divine magic. So that just told me you've got control over your thought process, how your mind works. You balanced it out, if that makes any sense. And that's what was able for you to work with your spirit team to bring this shit home, to bring this shit out. Again, this is whatever is happening is coming in fast. That's the 8 of Wands, that's fast progress. So that could be news, it could be some type of judgment, it could be of any kind, it could be some type of information, possibly even documents, maybe even a court date. You could have some type of officials coming towards you to give you some information. Because I do know that for some of you, you've had mail stolen, mail redirected, all sorts. And for these people to get involved, your family have to have been involved. Otherwise, how else would you put on the radar in the first place? Do you understand? So you need to go back to the root of all of this. And for some of you, it is your family. Your hateful, bitter ass, jealous ass family members, as sad as it is. Aunties, uncles, cousins, siblings, half siblings, parents, step parents, even grandparents. Yeah, so while you're getting your win, they're getting delays. So whatever plans they had is now down the toilet. Exactly, because you stayed in hermit mode until the right time. So that just means you got the call and you answered. It's literally like, although these people pushed you into darkness, they didn't realize, yeah, that you was the light. Do you understand? You were the light. Yeah. Whether you're in this energy or not, your happiness is here. You're at the 9 of Pentacles. You've been at this part a long time, a few times, and these people, what these people are doing, every time you get to a certain point, they do some bullshit or get someone to infiltrate your energy to switch out your blessings and redirecting it to them. They're strategic in doing this. They've been doing this your whole life. This is how you know they've always been watching. So who else would have that type of collateral. Your family. So stay away from these people. Stay away from them. They're nothing but pure evil. Again, someone wants to come with some bogus love offer. I don't trust it, and I tell you why, it's a knight. That tells me it's just fake. Do you understand? It's like they want to try and send in an agent before your true divine counterpart comes. They've done that many times. Once you pick up the MO, you know how they play their game. And quite frankly, you're just chilling, rest and recovery again. You're just resting. It's like every time you want to take a break, you listen to your intuition, you listen to your body. Whereas these people, they don't have no intuition. Do you understand? They don't give nothing a second thought. They act on impulse. They act on emotions. And that's what got them in the position that they're in now. Ace of Swords again. Facts. Facts upon facts upon facts. And as for these organizations that got involved, yeah. Judgment's here for these people. It's never evading it. So you're going to start to see people in certain positions of authority either being prosecuted or just disappearing. They're going to have to step down. They're going to be made to step down. For some of you, you may be approached with a very powerful position or a very lucrative opportunity. It's like that's compensation for what was done to you. You know? It's up to you whether or not you choose to take it or not. Change. Your life is about to change for the better. Your life is changing. Just see it that way. Your life has already changed. So picture, like I said, in it, the house, the kingdom spouse, male or female, the white picket fence, the career, the car, the 3 times a year holiday, all that lovely stuff. It beckons for you. It's literally been like they're rolling out the red carpet for you. Yeah. That's your justice, basically. Whilst these little weirdos, the best they can do is sit and spy and watch you from fake accounts. That's the nearest they can get to even. They can't even mention your name. How about that? Anytime they mention your name, especially in a derogative way, something bad will happen to them. Because they've done too much. They went too far. Out of sheer jealousy, envy, and ego. So there's like a whole bunch of different families. This could be like families of the exes that got together. That was hell-bent on causing destruction. It's like they all teamed up together. It's disgusting. So they all teamed up together. So guess what? They will all suffer the consequences together. Can't play the blame game now. It's too late. Oh, that wasn't that sing that song. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. I know someone talking about it tonight, yes, right? You better choose your words very wisely. Yeah, the lovers. For some of you got some. Doesn't have to be, but possibly. For some of you, you got an ex, a very low vibrational, disgusting, vile ex, male or female, that betrayed you heavily for money, done you dirty, that believes they have a right to reconciliation. Absolutely not. I wouldn't advise it, collective. You got to remember, they still took a deal with the devil. So they're literally just trying to worm their way back in to finish the job. Straight up and down to finish the job. I'll tell you straight with my chest to finish the job. Nobody's interested. It's like, oh, I see who you are now. I see what you mean to me. Listen, you been knew who you was, or who I or him or her was, whether it's male or female. They knew. They didn't care because that's the role that they play. That's the role that they play in their life. That's what they do to people. Do you understand? And this is why their karma is going to be more severe, because they've done this to many people like that for greed. And for some of you, I have to tell you like it is. Some of you have it could be a baby father. It could be, for some of you, it could be an ex-husband. Not saying not everybody was married. I know I was never married, although people might put me in a fake marriage, but I was never married. It could be an ex-lover. They don't like the opposite sex. They're in denial. So that's another thing. How can you despise the opposite sex, but really your preference is the same sex? And that's really going to fly? What kind of twisted, warped individual do you have to be? A disgusting one, I'll tell you that much. For some of you, know exactly who this person is. I know I do. And I ain't going to change. 3 of Wands. You completed your contract with the divine, period. You did what you were supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And you didn't reciprocate none of this bullshit. So that just shows that the truth you speak outweighs any amount of lies these people want to try and pile towards you. They're just jealous and bitter. So someone's stuck in their head. We ain't. We know where we're going and we're not going back to it. What else is there? They're going into poverty. That's the real reason why people want to try and reconnect with you. They don't want to go into poverty. You could be seeing 5-5. Yeah. It's because, so I mean, they want to come in and anyone wants to reconnect. That's what I said to you. Be careful, because 5 of Swords in the reverse is hidden agenda, deceit. Didn't I just say it's not genuine? They will say whatever it takes to reconnect with whoever they're attacking, yeah, to finish the job. Because they know they're next on the line. And the fact that for some of you, these people even put up their own children as collateral. You understand? So they know, because of the contract that they took, they know what's at stake. Do you understand? This is why they're desperate. The same way they was desperate to betray and backstab you, to the point of even involving their own, that should tell you about an individual. The Ace of Cups is yours, collective. They will never have any right to it. They don't have any right to it. And that goes from family to even your own children. Because you do know some of your own children betrayed you also. Because they was given bribe money. Either they was given bribe money, or they was coerced and scammed into joining forces with these demonic groups, basically. So they essentially trapped your own children. But you got to remember, these are adult children, so they made that choice. It is what it is. Forgive them, release them with love, and give it to God. Period. Because they ain't getting shit from me. Absolutely not. I would like to finish with something nice today. I'm going to put these away first. I haven't done these cards for a while because they're so big, they don't fit with my little fingers. They're so big, they don't fit on my little fingers. Yeah, so these organizations have not only been exposed, they're being dismantled. That's how they fund their lifestyle, is by these egregious criminal enterprises that they're involved in. But yet they were put up, apparently they were put up a kids' day center as a front. Do you understand? When really that's a smokescreen for what they're really doing. Yeah, all these people are being exposed. And it's funny how, as they're being exposed, more and more people are going missing or winding up harmed in some way, shape, or form. Some of them, they even plan to kidnap you and torture you. For some of you, they actually tried it. I've said this already. I believe it's around about July 2023. Yeah, it was all planned. How do I know? Because they was hacking and watching your phone. So they knew you made plans to go somewhere or go to some type of event. So they set it up. But your gut and your instincts told you. You even paid someone to poison you. And it was a female too. And I think you realised after you took that first sip, and then that whoever this lady was, she ran. I'm telling you, she ran. And that was, I believe, the 6th of July 2023. And they deliberately, whoever these hitmen was or these kidnappers were, wasn't anybody that you knew. So they made sure they hired someone that didn't live in the area or the country that you resided in. So it was a well-planned setup that didn't work, or a well-planned kidnapping that didn't work. Yeah. Ain't shit people can tell me. That's a fact. What wisdom can I give to the collective? Again, these ones are just, it has a lot of detail, so I won't read it all because it's literally like the whole page. That's long. I ain't on that. That's the whole page. That's long. So I have to split this deck in half because is there a way that you can stretch your fingers? I'm not sure. Is there a way you can stretch your fingers? I always try to stretch my fingers. That's what I have with my fingers. No, actually, my fingers are perfect for my body shape. Because when I said that, do you know what I just had a vision of? Does anyone remember this old-time horror movie? I think it was called either Vamp or Fright Night. And it had Grace Jones in it. And she had these, when she turned into the demon, she had these extra long fingers, but her nails was just as long as the fingers. till it just looked OTT. That was one of them ones. I remember that. I'll take one from each pile. So I can't fit the whole pile in my hands. Then my pile, all of it can last long. I'll just take the first one in it. But I'll tell you what came out. Strength, Craftsman of Water, Goddess of Fire, Ace of Air. Actually, I might keep them out. Yeah, that's one part. It takes up one. I'll take one of this part. That's fair, isn't it? And one from this part. Oh shit. Perfect. We got Shaman, Fire, Balance, the Council of All Blessings, 9 of Air. Do you know what that tells me? You've kind of been given some type of spiritual authority that outranks all these covens. So they have to respect you. They ain't gonna like you, and we really don't care, but they have to respect you, period. Like the world. So that's weird. 2 major arcana ones. You got air, fire, water, and earth. But this is major arcana. That's strange. Oh, so for some of you, you are number one. You are number one. So 176 and number 15 journey. 220. Let me just find the page first. 220. 17, 18, 19. Yeah, it's a major arcana. Let me read the world first. 176. 176. 176. That's it. From what lives beyond human limitations, by coincidence, by choice, and by sacred ways, the journey to discover the way home. A young woman, her gaze fixed on the ground before her, hat pulled low, upon her brow, and heavy pack on her shoulders, walks alone. She carries the weight of the old world with her, remnants of what she has been taught to believe about the world and about herself. She has been bound by constraints and limits, and she longs for a better way to live. She knows there's another world within her, another world awaiting her. She has broken free. She strides into the unknown. Her pilgrimage has begun. That's wicked. Your essence is prophecy, end of illusions and domination, breaking free, determination, a choice that changes everything. Your counsel is the journey to sovereignty, self, and wholeness requires leaving limiting patterns and beliefs behind. You may start out frightened, burdened, and alone, but you'll discover wise and loving companions, guides, and spirit along the path. To your true self, challenges will make you stronger, wiser, and more loving, and countless more blessings await you. It's time to discover where you are in your life, who you are, and why you're here. All that you were meant to be is ready to be born. Yeah, this is true. There's something you've been taught to believe that limits what you know to be true about yourself, about life, about the world. Write down this constraining belief, then take a white candle and carve the word truth into it. Light it and burn the paper. Write down something good that you know to be true. Hold it behind the candle and let the light of truth shine upon it. Take time to envision the good that you've written. Remember that words are magic. Keep your magic someplace safe and look at it often. Yeah, I can resonate with that. Definitely. Do you know what's funny? Because some of it actually correlates with what I've been saying. I just noticed, yeah. Have you noticed both the pictures on these cards? It's the earth out in the wilderness. Now that's a coincidence. That's fate, in fact. Not a coincidence, that's fate. Some of you may need to, I don't know, take some type of journey, go for a walk, explore, go to a body of water. But some of you don't even have any of that near you, but I get it. Right, number 15, right, this is about your journey. I love when we all look at this, is long, brethren. Look how much reading that is. That's long. I'll just read a little bit, yeah? It says, all pilgrimages are journeys into the unknown. The path disappears. There is neither a map nor sign. Those who passed this way before left no mark on the land or time. The pilgrim is discovering where they are, and so they are discovering who they are. The vastness of the land around them puts things into perspective. They have learned they can't depend on someone else's map. Exactly, everybody's got their own path. If they are to have the great adventures of finding their own way and to finding themselves, the landscape within will determine which way they choose. And as they choose, the inner domain of becoming whole and holy will change. They will be free. They are free. The future is theirs to create. That's beautiful. I should write that down, isn't it? Your essence is pilgrimage, movement, self-discovery, trust the path. Ithakla. I have no idea what that means. And then for your counsel, it says, face east, stretch out your arms, and turn slowly clockwise. What's clockwise? Is it that way? I think. Or is, yeah, cha. Stretch your arms and turn slowly clockwise in a circle. Reach out to the sun above you and the earth below. Close your eyes and turn inward. Where is it you wish to go next? Spin until your heart stops. Stop, open your eyes, and take the first step forward in the direction you've chosen. It's time to work magically with the element of that direction. Thank the sun and earth and continue your journey. I like that. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Hey! A joke. I'm gonna read. Actually, no, I'll do my own. I'll do my own separately, privately. This is collective. Oh, there it is. Should I get one from the self-mastery. I'll save that for another day. Let's see what self-mastery has for collective energy. Maybe this karma's going to learn a thing or two about self-mastery. I'll take 2 fingers while I need to. This one's not big as that one, so it shouldn't be that long. It should be fine. Should be fine. Right. Can I get 2 of this? Can I get 1 more? Thank you. That was quick. That was quick. Let's have a look. So where's my collective app? Oh shit. Oh. 2 of the same cards as well, actually. I mean, same color on the bottom, red. Where it says reveal yourself. Reveal yourself. Okay, so this is the content of you've come to your senses, yeah? And I put on the card. So, reveal yourself and seeing in the dark. Oh, so do you know what? It's so funny they're right behind each other in the content section. 65 and 67. Isn't that weird? 65 and 67. 65 and 67. Your affirmation is, I feel and I reveal so that I can really heal. Feeling is healing and healing is feeling. It's the art of well-being. Let your sense-led curiosity reveal your inner and outer maps, specific to you, direct from source, that provide clues and cues to help you. Remember that you're alive and deserve not only to exist, but to actively thrive, to bloom and flourish, because you know what it is to be supported, nurtured, and nourished at source, by source, because you are source. That's good, isn't it? Right, seeing in the dark. Your affirmation for this one is, I surrender to my depths so that I can see in the dark. I surrender to my depths so that I can see in the dark. If it resonates. Now this one says, yeah, it's dark. It's meant to be. Things are often darkest just before the dawn, and there will be a sense of discomfort. And if you slow down, you'll find that there's gold in the discomfort. You may not discover it right away, but in the surrender, you allow yourself to be open to discovering it. The surrender activates your depths, your inner sight, and it's here that you see what's being revealed. Your senses are heightened. You have access to deep wisdom, remembering that while it's super easier than it's ever been to access information, wisdom is deep knowing that only ever truly accessed through connection to source, sustained awareness, and your fully lived experience. I like that. I like that one. So take what resonates and leave the rest to someone else. We claim here, we don't share. So for me, that is it.